So we'll be sampling Code Red today.
Oh, how exciting!
I do not have high hopes.
I've seen that one. What does it say on it? What is it supposed to be like, flavor-wise?
That's not
Nice.
promising. That could be the. That could taste like cough syrup. It also has the cherry flavor. So
Yeah.
there's a thing going around where like mixing Mountain Dew with beer was the big deal, and one of my buddies tried it and was like, "I'm on board. It's not too bad." Speaking of pod, I was I'm on that pod lottery thing, and so
Yeah.
the one I got assigned today was Love Your Life Show, Nurturing Inner Calm for Overwhelmed Women.
Perfect. Target market here.
Yeah, that's got Robert written all over it.
Right.
I gotta nurture my inner calm.
Yeah.
And
yeah. Listen to the woman inside of you. Like, what does she need, Robert? How was it? Was it as cheesy as it sounds?
So far, I've made it about 5 minutes in, and she sounds very energetic. She's a certified life coach, something.
Like, yeah, which means nothing. I mean,
she had to take a quiz.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I'm ordained. In general, I feel like saying you're an ordained minister or whatever, like, means more than saying you're a life coach. Like, I don't know. One point, my therapist actually said to me, like, last week, she's like, maybe you should be a life coach. I'm like, I don't really think that, like, I'm in a position to be life. I'm like, that does sound like a good idea. Natural next step for, like, depression is, like, and unemployment. Like, I'm bored and I don't have any friends. Like, so maybe I should tell other people. Maybe this is one of those, like, if you can't do, you teach kind of things. Like, I don't know.
Thanks for seeing me today. I could really use some life coaching.
Absolutely. Yeah. Let's talk about it. What's going on with you?
Well, I'm just, I'm not feeling real motivated. Things are kind of dragging on at work, and life at home's okay, but
yeah. Well, at least you have a job and a family. Like, that's better than me. So there.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not feeling like it's really like what I'm called to do. I don't feel it nourishes my soul, Kalyn.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to be like me, then you should just quit and see how many hours a day you can sleep.
Quit? That does sound interesting.
Yeah.
And sleep.
Yeah.
I'm kind of worried about paying the mortgage, Kalyn, if I quit.
Yeah,
and
you'll figure it out. Things always work out.
I think I might go looking for another life coach. I don't know that this is necessarily working out for me. On the subject of podcasts and how well edited they are and all that, I was listening to a podcast just the other day, and the end of this podcast, I swear to God, the absolute end is the guest saying, I gotta go, I got another call right now. Click. And I think the host said, me too. No outro.
Yeah. It's like, but try to like have the dial tone at the end of it or whatever, like.
I was listening to another one of my favorite podcasts, and they were doing a live show. They have this conference that they do, and it was down in Miami. And take a wild guess what hotel this conference was at that they were doing this podcast from.
Was it at a Hyatt?
It was
or
not.
Lowe's.
Lowe's.
Like,
is this hotel? Here's this hotel chain I've never heard of, and then the very next week they're hosting. I mean, I feel like this stuff happens all the time.
I absolutely.
Oh, my life coach told me that I'm channeling the universe.
Right.
So
You're manifesting.
I was manifesting happy thoughts about Lowe's hotels.
Yeah, you're like, I really want to see a Lowe's. Like, that's what I want to bring into my world. Not like love and financial success, but I want to like see one. I just want to be like have it on my periphery. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. What is the process of manifesting? How does this work if you're a manifesting?
So, a book called The Secret, right?
Yeah.
Which that's where a lot of this stuff comes from, and the secret is ask and you shall receive. So basically, you just say like, universe, I really want fine leather handbags. Bring them to me.
Obviously, I said, man, universe, I want to see Lowe's hotels.
Oh, yeah, you're like, I'm that. If I could have one wish from a genie right now, what it would be, see a Lowe's. Yeah.
So I'm a non-skier, and so that Mountain Dew was at a thing that was at the basically at the bottom of the ski slopes, right? These pedestrian passes. I was like, okay, that's cool. I mean, let's see what, I mean, if this is like $10, 20, 25, let's give it a shot. Nope, $70.
To walk around the bottom of a ski lift.
To take the gondola to the top, walk around up there, and they have they have a place then you can eat lunch and whatever and enjoy the views.
I mean, I guess like they can charge whatever they want. Like, who's gonna hike up the mountain? Like if you're like, I really want to go. I don't know.
No, it's you just price people out of the market basically. But the actual, and the guy was like, well, it's a great deal because the lift tickets are $340. So.
Yeah. You're like, yeah, but that includes skiing, right? And you can do
so let me get this straight: ski all day, and wait, it's like, hey, you can ride the gondola all day. You can just and think of the lunch. Look at the lunch that you can go buy up there.
Oh man, they've got chicken tenders. Like
they got a chili today.
Yeah.
Soup of the day.
Yeah, soup du jour.
They sell candy bars.
Yeah, like that.
I was like, bitch, over at the Mountain Dew tent, they gave me free code red.
Yeah.
These people know how to do business.
They do. They certainly do. So how is it, by the way?
It's not. I would not pay for that. I would not buy another one.
Yeah.
It's not terrible.
Yeah.
It's not like that mystery flavor where it was like, gee.
Yeah. I got the major melon once, and that was awful. Like, undrinkable. Like, just terrible. I don't know, like, why I thought that would be a flavor. I don't know.
Well, this one here is, mine's 170 calories, which last time I drank a caloried soda, I mean, they're few and far between. I would certainly never, again, except for the dedication I had to this show, I would never drink that again. Yeah. Either way. So.
Yeah. Ariel and Nathan are kind of coffee snobs. They're like, oh, you got to do cold brew. You have to have a different cut of the espresso. I'm like, whatever. I can't even taste the difference. Like in any coffee. Like, yeah. So. I don't know how one enters the coffee arena and is like, yes, let's go straight to black coffee. Like I find that undrinkable. Like if I'm going into meetings and there is no other option, I probably still won't drink it. Like
wow,
I don't know. Yeah, like
you need a softer landing than that. I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't. Yeah.
Start with a little cream, little sugar, and back it off from there.
Start with a lot of cream and a lot of sugar, if you're me. But
I think that's what a lot of people. You go to a Dunkin' Donuts. There's a lot of cream and a lot of sugar put in a coffee. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
I'm like, some of these orders. Like, damn, you don't really like coffee, do you? Like, I'd like 25 creams and 7 sugars, and you're like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, those elaborate orders people have. I don't know.
Yeah, well, Dunkin's even harder because they're like, how many? And I think the standard number is 5, and I don't even know what the unit of measure is.
Right.
So you're like
tablespoons?
7? Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe it's only 5 in the extra large. I have no idea.
Right. Yeah. I don't know either.
But they need a system, I guess, in fairness. So
yeah,
standard out some way.
Right. I know. I was like, I want a lot of cream, and then she was like, okay, I'll put in a lot, and it was like a milkshake basically. At that point. I was like, oh, okay, well, that's fine. I mean, I don't mind.
Maybe not a lot. Maybe like
yeah. I don't want it to be 50-50, you know?
yeah. Do you know that upper mid scale? It's like a lot, a lot, not a lot.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. Yeah. Totally. Yeah, that's funny.
You think Starbucks would come up with some Italian word for the colors or something? Like have a color chart or have a depth, whatever,
Right.
Here's the Picosi and the Majusi and the the Voscato and the
yeah, right, totally. They should. I don't know why they don't, but I guess
those people at Starbucks are idiots. Idiots.
I mean, yeah, so stupid. Who'd invest in a company like that?
Our friends, actually.
I know.
Well,
I know.
Actually, I'm invested in Starbucks, and it's done quite well.
Yeah, no, no doubt. I'm not their customer though. Like, yeah.
I'm just selling it though because it's really like stalled out. I think. Let's pull the chart up.
I mean, yeah, looking at our friends. I mean, that's what was one of Andrea's first picks, right? So.
Yeah.
It's been kind of up and down, if I remember correctly. Like, there's been weeks that we've had that look good.
Yeah, it has been kind of up and down, but where did I buy this? Hang on, we're gonna find something out here.
Yeah, let's find something out.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah, the best one in all of Houston, the Kroger generic one. It's like
that's funny.
By far yeah,
go ahead.
I know. It's like by far the best. This one, it's kind of a mixed bag. Sometimes you get them and it's like not creamy enough or whatever. Like it's too hard. But like when it's good, it's as good I think as Myers. But Myers was really, really good. I was like, man, I need to go back to the store like right away. Like after get home, eat the entire thing, and then go right back to the store for more of it.
I don't know what your Dogecoin thesis is, but I just don't see Elon things going well.
Like
long term.
No, I mean, right. He's a lunatic, so who knows what's gonna happen? Like,
maybe maybe you should put in a stop and then sell if it ever goes went back to break even or whatever.
Well, yeah, that one I bought on Robinhood, so like that's like the most primitive. Like I don't think there's like any other like you want to sell right now. This is what we'll give you. That's it. Like
there's a big green buy button and a big red sell button. Yeah,
exactly. Yes, that's it. But no.
Yeah, because everything you read says the key to succeeding in the stock market is to be more active.
Well, I mean, to do anything, like I don't know.
Maybe to exit your terrible positions. That could be the active.
I don't know. So like, but then we go back to like, but if I've already lost money, why should I get out? Maybe it'll go back up. It can't go much lower.
The ones that are down 2 cents, down to 98%, so you only have 2% left. I totally get. I'm aligned with that. But Dogecoin, if you're down 15%, you're like, I don't know, this might never go back up. Then things like that.
I know. And I'm just kicking myself because I'm like, well, right now he's very much in favor. When it was when I was actually back in black, I was like, who knows? Maybe it'll do great. Maybe
keep
it'll
riding
keep
higher.
Going up. Yeah.
I had an update from last podcast. So right after we had that one, which as you recall, there was a hefty amount of mutton busting discussion. This came out in the New York Times.
Right. Yeah.
It gave me a good sense of what mutton busting was all about.
It's fun. Yeah, I was like, I got to show it to another friend, but this weekend I went back for the last days of the rodeo, and because I didn't get to do any carnival stuff. Have you seen the videos of people doing the slingshot? Does that sound familiar to you? So, like, it's a ride where it's as if you had a slingshot.
Yeah.
You're this thing, and you go, woo! It's like, you have to always have to pay extra, but like, people pass out all the time. Like, I don't know why. I don't really understand the, like, just passing out, but they're really funny because like one person will be like ah. It's like crazy, right? So my friend and I were like going back and forth. He was like, "You're totally gonna pass out." I was like, "I am 0% gonna pass out. I don't know. I like scary rides, but I was like, it would be very funny if you pass out, though." Anyways, we gave it a try, and nobody passed out. It was fun though.
Of you going,
Yeah, like I mean, like, you think you're gonna pass out? Ah! I mean, it's totally worth it if somebody does pass out. Or like I saw one, this girl, like, they go shooting up in the air and they cross paths with a pigeon. So like this bird is like stuck to her. She's like, ah! Oh my god! Like, has to peel this thing off, like, you know, all this force on it. She's like, what the hell? Like, what is this?
That ruins your ride, man.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah. We watched the NASCAR race yesterday. We've been watching like tons of basketball because it's March Madness. But I've been kind of getting into the car races because Kiara's so into them so much. Yeah. Anyway, but after the NASCAR race, the next thing on was the drag racing, and just like trying to explain this to Andrea. And I'm not that I'm a drag race aficionado, but it's just like I don't know what skill it takes. There's evidently lots of skill involved because some guys are like way better at it than others, but like, you know, holding the car straight and pushing the pedal down only so fast or something.
The right amount, yeah.
Just the right amount, not too much and not too little at the right time. Yeah.
This would be the amps. No, not the amps. Not the amperes. But the push part.
The volts, baby. The volts are pushing.
Volts, right. The watts the fan.
Yeah. But I mean, the speeds. I mean, these guys get up to like over 300 miles. Yeah, 400 miles an hour in an eighth of a mile or something. You're like, holy shit. Wow.
Which, like, I do think, like, I've watched, like, I don't know if it's, I guess it's Air Force guys, like, training to, like, fly at various Jeep. And, like, they have simulators, and, like, they walk them through. They're like, okay, we're going to go up to, like, G8 or whatever. So, like, they're always like, all right, clench your butthole. Like, I'm like, I don't know why that's a part of it, but, like, yeah, you're like have to, like, hunker down in a certain way and, like, breathe in a certain, so that you don't pass out. And then, like, a lot of the videos will be like, then, like, like, it's like, man.
And then soiling themselves.
Right, I guess so. Like, man, the dark side of the Air Force. Like,
your nation's defense at work, clenching their buttholes.
Seriously. I was like, man, I was totally not prepared for that to be like the instruction. You know, they're like, okay, get ready. So, like, tense up your shoulders. Now, breathe, like, clench your butthole. I'm like, okay. I want to do it because you basically can get in free all the time and it's fun.
I think that's why most of the people do it. Yeah.
Right.
But that guy in the middle, he looks like straight out of Central Casting from, you know, the cowboy from Yellowstone or whatever, a cowboy show.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Totally.
And he's putting 5-year-olds on sheep.
Yes. Like, I mean, it's huge. It's like super popular. It happens like every hour throughout Rodeo. Yeah. Like, I think you pay like $25 to get your kid to do it. It's like some kids fall off like right away.
Oh, right.
Then I would be so pissed.
They're not strapped on. They're just holding on to the belt, right? Yeah. And then like always seem to like start shifting to the side, and so they're just like riding on the side of the sheep for some amount of time. Like if they do hold on till the end, the sheep are really stupid, so they just like run into each other or like try to jump over the like edge or whatever, and like, you know, so then the kid's just like in the mix of like all these sheep that are like, nah. But and that's when the mutton busting committee dives in and comes to their rescue, right? Starts throwing sheep out of the way.
Yeah, I mean, lots of kids cry because they're scared when they're on the sheep or whatever, and I don't know. It's very
Yeah.
Schadenfreude moment for me, I guess. But I'm like, I love it when they cry. like, yay, terrified children. But yeah.
And of course, this being the New York Times, you go to the comment section, and of course, there's a heavy number of people that are like, it's terrible for the animals, and stop torturing these poor calves, and all this,
Yeah. No, I mean, and that's probably fair. I mean, but like the livestock show, all of those are being bought to like slaughter, like or whatever.
Yeah.
People are selling their cows and whatnot. I don't know, but
I know you're gonna kill them, but I guess
I mean,
guess
yeah. I don't
which
want them
would
to be miserable.
Right?
Like,
would you rather die, or would you rather be tortured and then die?
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. It's certainly the animals that you are like around, and you're pretty close up with lots of animals. They don't seem like they're in. I think they're much better treated than what we have that we buy at the grocery store.
All right. So, would you rather? You'd rather be on a tiny piece of land and petted for a while, and then go to rodeo where you get tortured, and then you get. Or
do I want to be around all of my friends, but all of us are super sick and we're standing in shit until we die?
These are the important decisions in life.
Okay.
To help you make a decision like this, I think you need a life coach, and the other thing you need is Robert and Kalyn Get Rich. Let's cue the music.
Yeah.
You are listening to the Robert and Kalyn discuss the weighty issues of whether or not to torture animals, and also known as Robert and Kalyn Get Rich. I'm your host, Robert Kimmel. I've got the Mountain Dew Code Red. Is your other host, Kalyn Kimmel. She's got the Mountain Dew Spark, but not Spark Zero. It's off the market. This is episode 46. Can you believe these numbers? It's unbelievable. It turns out when you do something every week, eventually you get to a pretty high number. Yeah. We are wanting you to like us and subscribe and send us an email and send this to all your friends. If you're going to send something, we prefer you just send this to your friends and get them to like and subscribe as well. And I interrupted you at some point, Kalyn. What were you going to say in there?
I don't know now.
All right, well, why don't you tell them the really important part?
Yeah. Well, this is, while we do provide lots of life coaching advice, we don't provide financial advice. So
We're certified in animal torture life coaching. We have a little Quizlet.
I changed the picture so that we could talk about animals.
I don't think you want to say that, but okay. Hey.
I know. I was like, wait.
First of all, if that's anybody would take this form of torture, I promise you, because Kalyn loved that dog. I almost said loved him to death, which doesn't sound right either, but just loved the heck out of that dog.
I did, yeah.
And I'm sitting in front of this window to show you the mountainscape behind me. Yeah,
you're on location in Utah.
That's right, Park City, Utah. So listen, if the sound is bad, if the picture's bad, I wasn't going to
shut the fuck up and come back next year. Come back next week.
Man, speaking of that, Justin, the planner, he's like, what time of day should we block for that? And I'm just like, oh, Christ. I'm like, listen, it starts when Kalyn rolls out of bed, puts on her makeup.
If she can make it that day. We gotta see how we're feeling. I don't know if that's what the universe is giving me yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, if it is, and then makeup works out.
I'm like, Justin, I'll try to get her a special effort on that day to actually commit to a time.
Yeah.
And then we're going to have technical issues at the wazoo. So, of course, 4 people, 4 mics, 4,
I have the, Oh, I don't have the camera that I got up here, but your camera at home is what? It's Canon, right?
Yeah, Canon M50, I think, yeah.
Oh, I think I might have the exact same thing, so.
Well, that'd be amazing if we could hook it up.
So
because I think we should look at our portfolio. And,
let's do it.
It's a good day on the portfolio, 0.6. Yeah. Putting us back. These are the numbers we've started getting used to, sort of upper single digits or lower double digits. Double digits is good too, by the way.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
If things are going bad, don't stop. Keep going. That's what stare the demon in the face and just keep going with it.
Just grit your teeth and ride that thing to the bottom. Just keep on riding it.
Right. Remember the mistakes that you've made. I don't know. Like, really embrace stoicism.
Make them take it off your portfolio. Like freaking Robin Hood's like, we're gonna start charging you for having this on your home screen.
They send me They send me letters, and I'm like, fuck you. I will not sell. I will not do it.
Come and take them.
They're like, okay, we will just charge you fees for the next few years until it's worth nothing. So I'm like, well, that's fine. If that's the way it must go, that's how it's going to go.
Take my 15 cents. Yeah. Go nuts.
My friend gave me a magazine. I'll bring it to Cleveland when I come to Cleveland, but I'll show it to you. Hang on.
Oh my God, I got to get that.
I know.
What a great...
Like, wow. Yeah, it's like in his floorboard, and I'm like, you got that magazine? It's like, I think somebody left it in here. I'm like, come on. Like, these are expensive. Yeah, $15 for this. Like, which I don't understand the, like, $15 magazine market, but... Whatever.
Those seem to be there seem to be a lot of those. When you go to the grocery store, you can buy a $15 magazine about... Lord of the Rings or
organizing,
right, quilting,
or like, right. I think that I brought you the Dungeons and Dragons one or whatever. Like, yeah.
Well, I can see why you would be excited about Trump. My Trump news of the week here was they've dropped the policy prohibiting contractors from having segregated facilities. So you can go back to the era of having a colored restroom and a restroom. I think this is just
So wait. They were saying that they wanted to wait. we were like, we should bring this back. I think this is a good idea. Like, maybe we were onto something with, like, let's separate.
I don't know that anybody's promoting it, but they have eliminated the requirement. If you're a federal contractor and if what you really want is segregated facilities, then that's now okay with the federal government. So, because basically Trump signed this big executive order, and then all the policy, all the bureaucrats go to work and like go review stuff, and they're like, well, this isn't in keeping with the get rid of DEI policy order.
Yeah.
It's incredible. So
that's crazy. I the first thing I thought of was like gender segregated, like separate restrooms. I don't know.
I'm just imagining there's some just racist as shit, contractor, subcontractor to Lockheed Martin or something down in Louisiana, and they're like, hell yeah, we've been waiting 50 years to put separate the restrooms.
Rodney, you're going into your own restroom. We're done with you blowing this shit up into our restroom, or whatever. I don't know.
Well, Mr. Jones, don't. Whatever you say.
Yes, master. But,
colored white room is as good as the white room. White restroom. I get it.
Yeah, right. There's certainly places in Texas that I'd be like concerned about being a government worker. I mean, Vidor, Texas is famous for having black people.
The capital of Ann there, I think, something like some major Klan institution. Yeah.
Yeah, there are a couple people that died because they got chained to the back of pickup trucks and drug around town until they perished. And I'm like, oh god, yeah.
Of all the ways to go.
Yeah, pretty bad.
Maybe we should do that at the rodeo. That'd be a good way to.
That's called mutton busting extreme.
You take the kid's fake little lamb and you tie it to a chain and you drag it around till it perishes. And,
Right, and then
and the crowd laughs and laughs.
Like, oh my god, it's hilarious! Like, I get to eat mutton today, yay! Like,
Kind of dirty though. It's kinda,
lamb chops. Yeah.
Only eat from the left side if you know.
Yeah, man. Like those the sheep are pretty big though. I think. I want to know how much it would cost for me to be able to do this. Like, it's not allowed. You have to be 5 or 6. But I'm like, so how much does it cost for a 42-year-old to go? Because I really want to. I would really love to know how I would do on mutton busting. In my mind, I'm excellent, but doesn't.
They'd have to strap you across 4 sheep or something, you know.
No, yeah, like, like, where's your biggest sheep? Like. I don't know.
They're like,
hold on for dear life. Like,
lady, you're moving over to the bulls, man. There's no mutton.
Lord.
Yeah,
man. There's like one clown that's in a barrel, and then 3 rodeo, like, you call them rodeo clowns, like those guys. The clown that's in the barrel just stays in the barrel and does nothing, but gets an introduction.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't know. Like, this is, like, weird. I don't know. Yeah, it, like, comes in, like, and then there's Scrappy, and he's like, hello, hi. And that's all he does. And it's like a person, a real person. It's bizarre.
The way you did him, it's Scrappy the gay rodeo clown. That could be,
like, hey girls, you look so good. Yeah.
I want to find me a big old bull.
I'm gonna go bull riding tonight. Boys better strap up. Anyway, I saw a comedian talking about George Foreman, and they were like, he decided to go into grilling, and like nobody like decided was gonna like help him out at all. He's like, I've got an idea. We're gonna make a grill. And nobody was like, how about adding an on-off button? And he's like, no. Plug it into the wall. And it's on. And then when you want to turn it off, unplug it and leave it for several hours. Like, we're not doing that button. We're keeping this streamlined. I don't know. It's just really funny. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, and it's funny too. I don't know if he ever became an investor, but it like wasn't his grill. Like some other guys sent him the grill to be a sponsor of, and and it like sat in the closet for a while till his wife dug it out and was like, you should give this thing a try or whatever. Yeah. And then he loved it, and then he became the grill champion of the world, I guess. But magnate, he became a magnate.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder like of his lifetime earnings, like what the split is of like George Foreman, the fighter, versus George Foreman, the magnate.
Well, I know you'd say, well, easy. It's got to be grilling, but man, they pay these boxers just stupid amounts of money. I mean, yeah, just insane. It's like more than any other athlete. It's just insanity. The great ones, the really, really great ones. So, I mean, hang on, top boxing earners. Yeah. All right, come on, AI. How come AI never kicks in when I want it to?
I don't know.
Floyd Mayweather. How much? Okay, Floyd Mayweather. Wow. Total earnings.
Man.
$1.1 billion that guy made. Boxing.
Wow.
Yeah.
$1 billion?
Yeah.
So is that like must be sponsorships and stuff?
No, that's what you get paid to box. Like literally, I mean, his last boxing match, he made like $300 million or something. I mean, it's just insanity. What? The one, who did he fight? That guy, the guy that Conor McGregor. All right, yeah, Conor McGregor fight earnings. Yeah, and Mayweather earned $280 million from the fight, and McGregor earned $130 million. They paid out $400 million to the fighters in that fight.
So the. No, I can't think of his name. That fight that was just on Netflix. Mike Tyson fight.
Yeah, last fight.
I mean, Mike Tyson versus that young guy
he earned $20 million in his fight against Jake Paul. So I don't know why it was so much. You're like, $20 million for 30 minutes worth of work. Why not?
Well, I mean, like. It seemed like a huge event for Netflix, so I was thinking it would be more, but yeah.
But your average,
Man.
I guess quarterbacks now earn about twice that a year, but there was certainly a long time when quarterbacks were in the 20s, so.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. So apparently George Foreman, I looked up the George Foreman split, by the way. And it is way more on the grills.
Yeah, okay.
He earned over $200 million from the grills. And let's see. Did it hit? Oh, my sound just changed.
200 million? Okay.
Yeah, so apparently at one point they said, okay, he got, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to read all this stuff. He was earning more than $8 million a month for a while. It's like that.
Good for them.
I think I could live on that.
You think you could pinch pennies and make that happen? Yeah.
Yeah. I think I could. I don't know. His biggest payout for his career was a $5 million fee for Rumble in the Jungle against Muhammad Ali in 1974. That's 1974 money, so that's like $6 billion today. $5 million, and yeah.
George Foreman, Rumble in the Jungle? I thought it was somebody else.
Well, I mean, this is according to Yahoo Finance.
Okay, well, we'll take it. I think there were more than one Rumbles in the Jungles, but I thought the famous one was...
That's 74 against Muhammad Ali. Yeah.
I don't know. Well, I'm gonna
I don't know.
Man, when we're on this podcast, I can't remember a thing. It's like nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, George Foreman, sure enough. Okay.
Yeah.
Did Foreman win that? I can't remember. Anyway.
I have no idea. Yeah.
Okay. Well, good.
He was an Olympic gold medalist. I didn't know that.
Back when they had boxing in the Olympics. Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy lived a charmed life. Too bad he died at 74 or whatever it was,
Yeah. Well, I mean, 76. Like, I don't... Yeah. 30 years of doing the grilling. Like, it's pretty interesting.
It's probably lucky to live to 76 as a boxer for that long.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Muhammad Ali, at the end of his life, was in very bad shape.
Yes.
I mean, it was very, very, like...
Yeah.
I was like, man, this is hard to watch.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know that George Foreman was like that though. I don't remember seeing him recently, really, besides infomercials and whatnot. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, he didn't end up as bad as Muhammad Ali because nobody could reach his head. He's like just such a huge man, Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
We should
also look up George Foreman's children's names because do you know about his?
Yeah,
children's
they're
name?
all named George, right?
George Foreman. Let's see how many there are of them. Let's see. He has 5 sons, all with his name.
Yeah.
And then then he has 5 daughters. Well, one apparently died. But
one is Georgette.
Yes, Natalie, Leola, Michi, and Frida, and Georgetta.
Yeah. At least the Georges are numbered, right? It's George Jr., George 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. They just are all in the same generation, the way we used to do it.
Yeah. Like, I think his dad was also George. Yeah. Anyway. No matter.
No matter.
Like you like have to be like I am the shit. Like,
Yeah.
like I'm gonna have 5 daughters. Every one of them, Kalyn Marie. like that's what I'm doing. There is no discussion.
Even naming one after yourself is a little bit of an act
right.
of
I know. Yeah. It's you're like we need to continue this for sure. I'm like, I don't think I should have kids. I don't know if this gene pool needs to be continued on.
This is some of your life coaching talking come out right now.
Yeah,
listen, what you want to do is not continue your gene pool.
Yeah.
I'm glad you came to me today. Here's the message I want to give to you.
Look into sterilization. We need to make sure that we don't make any mistakes here. He had 12 children. 7
Good
daughters.
God. Gee, Winnie Christmas.
Oh,
yeah.
But his sons are George Jr.,
Yeah.
George the Third, who they call Monk, George the Fourth, who they call Big Wheel, George the Fifth, that they call Red, and George the Sixth, they call Little Joey.
Of course. That makes perfect sense.
Like, right. Like, where did these names come from? Like, of all of them, I think Little Joey is kind of the most surprising, because I'm like, your name is George, like, what's his, George Foreman. We'll call you Joey. I mean, Big Wheel's pretty random too, though.
Well, yeah.
George Edward Foreman.
And as you're reading that, the thing that popped into my head is like, these are grown men now. So this guy, Big Wheel, is going to the meetings, you know, like the guy next to him's like, well, you know, I think we should really pull back on our investment in this area. You know, probably funnel more cash into our marketing efforts. What do you think, Big Wheel?
Well, that's a good question. I really should talk to my brother Monk about it. The other George.
Monk I can take halfway seriously, but
right.
Big Wheel,
yeah.
This week's employee of the month, or this month's employee of the month, is Big Wheel Foreman.
Big Wheel.
Big Wheel's doing amazing things down in our accounting department. He's just crushing it.
Yeah, customer service is just through the roof with Big Wheel. Like,
here's a guy who understands our customers' needs and
Yeah.
really lives up to the values here at Schneider Lumber Company.
like, yeah, like it's funny.
Yeah.
Apparently, so I watched a Freakonomics like video that they made, and they were going through like some of the naming stuff, that, like how your name influences your life. And this one person had twin sons, and he named them Winner and Loser.
Get out of here.
No, apparently, yeah, this is real. Like, so what do you think happened with these two? Kind of it's interesting. Like,
The opposite. No.
winner ended up in jail. Loser, who went by Lou, is like a chief of police and like, did really well. I am officially mayor of Montreux. Like, what? Like,
I think
sounds like
you're going to enjoy this article. But to start right here with this caption, Robert Ehrlich, who calls himself Captain Bootyhead on election day.
yeah, it's a good name.
I, Ked, am mayor of this town. I declare it. Basically, it ended in a write-in campaign for a snack food mogul. When the final vote had been counted, he said the election had been that he was the mayor of Seacliff. He received 62 votes.
Yeah.
Our movement continues. He announced, place needs a voice, and at this moment, it is me. This is the town of 5,000.
Yeah.
He was invoking a 2009 state law that empowers residents to dissolve their town or reformulate it. He had to get 10% of the town's voters, and he waved an envelope out saying he had 1,800 signatures. He declined to show them to anyone.
Sure.
Miners were afraid of retribution. and so they told him to get out of here, and they called peace.
And then he's like, I'm your...
She won last year with 182 votes. The job pays $12,000 because it's a lot of work. And then she says, listen, you can dissolve the town. There's a process for that, but here's the deal. If you dissolve this, there's no village to be the mayor of. Dummy. So, he's the guy who started Pirates Booty in 1987. It was acquired by B&G Foods for $195 million in 2013. And that's Vegan Rob Snack Foods. And, he said they were discriminating against him because he was Jewish.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
Obviously.
Obviously,
this guy. That was my first takeaway from this. I was like, I bet there's some anti-Semitism coming. Like,
yeah, because this, other than that, you can't explain it. This seems like totally normal behavior.
Yeah, there's no other reason that like they would put up any fight. Like, why do you need to see the signatures? Like,
right?
These people
what are you, anti-Semitic?
Yeah, like, is this because I'm a Jew? Like,
out of this town of 5,000 people, 1,800 of them signed this document, but they're all afraid of retribution.
yeah.
What from the other 200?
Right.
It's damn near half the town. Who's going to retribution against whom here?
Yeah.
I mean, talk about low voter turnout. I mean, the winner got 182 votes out of these 5,000 people in this town. Like, come on, Seahook, New Jersey, do better, God.
Yeah.
Like, not exactly a thriving democracy, is it?
Did you guys like announce that there was voting happening like at all, or were you just like, we'll just spread word of mouth? Like, by the way, it's on Tuesday. Like
only the mayor's friends gets word.
Yeah.
But,
Like, I love these like really like. I hope you guys do have another business that does super, super well, so you can become one of these super eccentric, like, like
weirdo
people who sold their company. Yeah, like the Norton antivirus guy, like.
Oh, I've heard he's a real yeah.
Oh, like. You're not ready for like his crazy.
Oh.
Like, he's got a document. He like hired some people to like come make a documentary about him, but like he also is super paranoid. Like his behavior reminds me of when I was working at the crack rehab and like how people act there. I did that during undergrad. Like I worked there and there's lots of like anxiety and like lots of energy, but lots of paranoia.
Lots of energy.
Everybody's like, what are you up to? I don't know, but we better get out of here. Like, or that kind of thing. So that's what my hopes and dreams are for you and Andrea.
Is that we could be crazy and kill a neighbor and all right, perfect.
Hopefully no murder, but you could, declare yourself mayor of some place or, like
some town with 5,000 people.
Yeah, and be like, is this because my sister's Jewish?
Yeah. No, Robert, you didn't get any votes. You got 62 votes, You're
like, I am good. There's definitely some voter corruption going on here. Like,
yeah.
Something's gone very much awry. I think you should do that.
You can't write this stuff. Yeah. And then all the comments are like, of course, in the era of Trump, this guy thinks he's basically a mini Trump,
Well,
anyway, declaring himself the winner when he lost and all this stuff. So.
Yeah, it's kind of like Kanye, like, like a Kanye West.
Go ahead, show it. Let's see what.
I was like, I'll have very good quality reporting for you next week from this, I guess. Well,
fantastic.
I don't know, or at least when we're in town.
Hopefully, there's a quiz.
I know, yeah. What kind of Trump fan are you? Like, oh man.
Are you a MAGA magnate?
Yeah.
Are you?
I will make a quiz for that. That sounds fun, actually. If there's not one, there will be one.
All right, listeners, let's see. Put in the comment section if you think Kalyn is going to actually do a quiz or just another unfulfilled promise by Kalyn. Oh, this is politics, Kalyn. This is that was my
I know, anti-Kalyn.
We better shut this episode down before we get too unhappy with each other.
Yeah, no.
What do you think? Yeah. What do you think, Kalyn? Should we cue the music and call it a day?
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right, cue the music.
All right.
You've been listening to the Robert and Kalyn Get Pissed at Each Other podcast.
Aww.
Also called, or make each other really sad down in the mouth. I don't know. Anyway, the Kalyn is sad. Well, I have just the podcast for you, Kalyn.
I'm not gonna be a good. I can't give life advice now.
I have just the podcast for you. If it'll load, it won't. It's called the Love Your Life Show. You should listen to that. Once you're done rating and subscribing and giving a thumbs up and sending this episode to all your friends, go and listen to the Love Your Life Show. It will teach you to, what did I say before? It will teach you to nurture your inner calm.
Goddess. Yeah, your inner calm.
For overwhelmed women. Perfect. A perfect segue from our show. Perfect.
Yeah. Absolutely. Everyone
Listen-
enjoy your bold new chapter 11.
Yes, and love your life. Send us an email. Robert, I don't have my notes. I'm not in my usual
I know.
habitat here. You know?
Yeah, sorry everyone. We're
This is
just completely falling down on the job today.
This is at best a B+ episode right here. But anyway, send us an email. Robert and Kalyn get rich. Kalyn is spelled Kalyn, and that's at gmail.com. With that, any final remarks, Kalyn?
They don't provide financial or investment advice.
Brilliant. I don't know where you came up with that. Bye. Bye-bye.